Orbiting the outer edge of our galaxy are dense balls of ancient stars that were already old before our Sun ever formed. A globular cluster is a tightly packed, roughly spherical collection of stars anywhere from tens of thousands to several million of them all bound together by their own gravity, orbiting a galaxy's core like a satellite. Near the center of one of these clusters, stars can be packed so closely together that the night sky from a planet there would show thousands of stars bright enough to cast shadows, with almost no true darkness at all. Unlike the flattened, spinning disk of our galaxy, globular clusters orbit in a rough sphere around the galactic center, called the halo, on long, looping paths that carry them far above and below the galaxy's disk before swinging back through. By measuring the way stars inside them have aged, astronomers estimate most globular clusters formed over 10 billion years ago, not long after the Milky Way itself began taking shape. That makes them some of the oldest structures we can directly observe. Our galaxy hosts around 150 known globular clusters, orbiting well outside the flat disk where our Sun and most other stars live. The oldest confirmed examples, including one called NGC 6397, are estimated at around 13 billion years old, meaning their stars had already formed and aged for billions of years before the Sun's parent cloud even began collapsing. The largest one visible from Earth, Omega Centauri, contains an estimated 10 million stars packed into a sphere roughly 150 light-years across. It's so unusually massive and structurally different from typical globular clusters that many astronomers now suspect it isn't a true cluster at all, but the stripped-down core of a small galaxy that our Milky Way consumed billions of years ago, its outer stars torn away by gravity long before we were watching. It's bright enough to see with the naked eye from a dark location, and it was catalogued by the ancient astronomer Ptolemy nearly 2,000 years ago, though he listed it simply as a single star, having no way to resolve its millions of individual points of light. Because the stars inside a globular cluster all formed at roughly the same time from the same original material, they act like a fossil record, letting astronomers test theories of stellar aging with unusual precision. Studying them has helped set a firm lower bound on the age of the universe itself. You can't have a cluster older than the cosmos that contains it, and some of these clusters come remarkably close to that limit. Subscribe for more of the galaxy's oldest surviving structures.